Rick, the Rickster, the pickle, the man, the genius, the small but very vocal portion of the internet that think they're really a cut above average. If you are unfamiliar with the internet's favorite cartoon, Rick and Morty, there exists a character out there that is so intelligent, has such a high IQ, but he also has a drinking problem and personality issues, and many oh so smart people on the internet really relate to his character. Not to be confused with Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick is a bit of a different story. I'm sure we've all seen this video.
Well, you guys no sexual sauce? No. I want sexual sauce. I'm Pickle Rick. Rick.
The mum is fearing for her child's life. Pickle Rick's a bit different, all right? We don't talk about him. A lot of people rush to this guy's defense saying that he's memeing, he's self-aware. Self-awareness as an excuse only goes so far. Everybody likes a little hint of self-deprecating humor, but you can't do that without So there's Rick impersonators out there, real life people who think they're a bit of a Rick. But here's the thing, you don't even have to know who Rick is. You don't have to think you're a bit of a Rick to be a bit of a Rick. You know what I'm saying? Like, take this post, for example. I'm a senior in high school taking AP Physics 2. The EOC AP test is literally written by university physics professors. I'm sorry that you weren't given the same opportunities as I was, and as a result have the intelligence of an uneducated buffoon from the Middle Ages. What a Rick, living amongst a world of Mortys. You see, to really think you're a bit of a Rick, it's all about the attitude. It's all about understanding just how prohibitively intelligent you are in comparison to the rest of the world. It really is a strain on your life. Pretty good. How's it going for you? Good. Except, I don't know, I feel weird. Like, I think I'm crazy or something because I think my brain recognizes its own intelligence. Like, I've never met anyone who thinks even closely to my perception of reality. Like, you meet people who just kind of understand your outlook and have very similar outlooks. I stand alone, and I've interacted with thousands of people. I just feel weird. Don't go full Kanye. No. See, I want to be an example, like a beacon to Gen Z that we are gonna save the world. Lol. Kanye doesn't know anywhere close to what I know. Just saying. That was very Kanye-esque, but good. Too relatable. Sorry, I have too many similarities with Kanye. Robots can dance now. Have you seen this video? It uses a version of Uptown Funk, so instead we're gonna add in a royalty-free track. Look at it, it's so cute. It's dancing and it's a robot. Look at this look at the shuffling. It's wobbling its head. Oh, it's... Okay, no, I've had enough. It's twerking. Ah, I hate the head. All right? I think this is so cool, and I think what they've achieved is magnificent. And it was such a cute little animal looking thing until its Stranger Things style head detaches from the body. A snake with the body of a dog. And no matter how much I look, no one is talking about how creepy that neck is. Okay, but that's not really the point of this video. The point is, look what they've done. It's very impressive. Feel really sad for everyone who's impressed with this. Why? Because you can't do that. 1, the robot is not doing it. 2, no, I do dance well. Even ask Susie from prom. She said I danced, and I quote, pretty well. Dance is a form of play, something that only living things can. Most amazing example to me is animals, like cats. When they grow up, they play fighting with their paws, but never scratch. They know it's not real. They just evolve their consciousness of their body. This robot is not doing that. He's following a protocol that's just boring. This is a narcissist, techie wet dream that makes us see a soul in something that doesn't have one. Stupid engineers and their making us see souls. And if you're not seeing that, it's sad. Check Johan Hughesing's Homo Ludens if you haven't read it. Drops mic. He's literally saying that the robot dancing is not impressive because it doesn't have a soul. I think the point of robotics is that it's impressive because it doesn't have a soul. This video that took the internet by storm, it's not impressive because it's walking. It's impressive because it's a robot that doesn't have a soul. This is electronics. It's so creepy. Only people with high intellects can use Android, and that's a fact. Oh, well, look at me then. Joinen, high intellect, confirmed. Look, I get it that there's this whole iPhone versus Android argument that's been going on since the dawn of time, but this is not an argument for Android. Saying that your phone is so complicated that it requires a high intellect to use is not a selling point. What is 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 0 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 plus 1? It's an expression. There's no equal sign or some equivalent. Equivalent? You mean like, what is? You're welcome. Just in case, I'll extend this to simplify. 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 0 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 plus 1. The answer is 1. Now, if you've actually watched Rick and Morty, you know that Rick wouldn't talk like this. And I'm not saying that this guy specifically thinks he's Rick, but a common trait amongst people who think they're so smart that they can only be truly represented in cartoon form is that they have to prove to everyone how annoyingly smart they are. The comment section of a classical music piece on YouTube always delivers. Scintillating. Scintillating. We are a dumbed down species now. We will never, ever be capable of composing such a majestic piece of music like this ever again. Sad. Sad reacts only. How did we get from such glorious musical masterpieces to the whip and the so-called nay-nay? I get my left and right mixed up so often, it's like my brain is getting rid of basic directional information to make room for chiral centers and enantiomers and the principle of independent assortment. Well, maybe. I can't pronounce those words, but at least I know my left and right. And I don't even know what it is you're talking about. I would argue that knowing left and right might be more important. Literally doesn't matter what it's about. You will die if you don't know your left and right. I'm so good at rocket science that I don't even know how to spell my own name. I'm a bit of a Rick. How do you even spell Rick? I don't know. On a video about differential calculus, so nonchalantly done and unflawed. One of this guy's videos popped up in my recommended and it was about dividing by 0. He's a really good maths teacher. Like everyone would wish that they had this guy as a math teacher in high school. I paused the video at the beginning and did the derivation on the left in my head. Yep, in my head, without prompting. I don't like to use the word genius, but sometimes no other word will fit. Good day. This is what I like to call a healthy dose of satire. And I think we'll all just sleep better if we just assume that it is. Ask me a question. Why did you drop out of high school? I don't need anyone to teach me anything. I was smarter than all my teachers. How tall are you? 5'8". I should convert that to centimeters. Multiply by 2.54 or 2.5 for simplicity's sake. Also just Google 5'8" in centimeters, honestly. Dumbing it down for you. I'd rather calculate, but I understand why you'd Google. Here's the thing about the people who think they're a bit of a Rick. They may be intelligent. The comedy often comes from the fact that they're not, but they might be. The thing is with intelligence is you only really seem intelligent if you're A, intelligent, and B, socially intelligent. If you have both of those things, the world is not going to be against you. If you only have intelligence, you may know things, but people aren't going to agree that you are better than them because you haven't really understood how to communicate. Because seeming intelligent is also about communication. If you're talking down at someone and talking about how magnificent you are and how you really can't relate to the world, the other person is just gonna think you're a bit of an idiot, even if you do know things. When you start reading a biography of Leonardo da Vinci, the smallest things can have greater significance. I spent part of my morning staring at this glass of water and noting how the light reflected off the glass and the water, just to do it. Does this work for everyone's biographies? Like if PewDiePie ever writes a biography and I read that, will I just start saying bad words on my live streams? I'm kidding, but I'm not. I still love PewDiePie, but this is really old news and pretty much irrelevant now, so I'm just gonna move on. I could listen to Elon Musk all day. Understanding him is something only a select few can do. Makes you appreciate science. Really makes you think. All right, there's a bit of crossover. If you think you're a bit of an Elon, you still think you're a bit of a Rick. I actually know how to speak 4 languages and it was easy learning them. Simple. Look, I know it's petty, but when someone says that it's easy to learn 4 languages, they should at least know that they should be capitalizing their I's. Okay? I don't want to be that guy. He was just asking for it. What is slowly killing you right now? Can't find a smart woman to save myself. I don't want to settle like my brother did. I want someone I can engage with on an intellectual level. Some of the girls my friends have set me up with, it would border on bestiality for me to sleep with them. Oh, that's a record. That is maybe the most ridiculous post I've read in any of my videos. That is such an insane thing to post. He is not only talking about how magnificent he is literally calling other girls animals in comparison. How genius would this guy have to be for this to be justified? Just think about that. Even if he was as smart as he says he is, would Einstein get a pass saying this? What about Isaac Newton? Is there anyone who would be allowed to be so confident in themselves that they could say this? This is magnificently inappropriate. There are no women who match or better your intelligence who will still want to be with you if you say things like this. And this is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter how intellectual you are, you do not come across as intelligent if you don't have just basic social intelligence. If you can't work out that this is not okay to say, you don't seem very smart. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's put some stuff on the wall door. Okay, yeah, we were gonna do that, but we're gonna move that to the next video instead now because I've got a special announcement. This is your last week to get the Wholesome Season 1 merch. At the end of this month, it will be gone forever. You won't be able to get it ever again. But that's just because I'm gonna be releasing a new season of Wholesome merch on a new platform that should hopefully make it a little bit better for my EU buyers. Australians, I'm sorry. None of these platforms seem to work out very well for Australians. I have to spend a silly amount of money to buy my own merch, but I'm really excited for the new stuff to come out. I can't wait for you guys to see it, but this is your last chance to get the first release of the Wholesome merch. It won't ever be on sale again. So if you were thinking of getting it, you have until the 31st of this month. After that, the new stuff will go on sale. So yeah, if you're not thinking about buying any merch, then completely disregard this whole message. I release videos pretty often. I'll see you next time.